Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right, yet the world kept pushing you down? My name is Elias, and just 3 years ago, my home was a piece of cardboard outside a subway station. I had lost my job, my family, and my dignity. I used to scream at the sky, asking, "Why me? Why now?" If you are in your waiting season right now, if you feel like your breakthrough is overdue, this story is for you. Because I have learned that God doesn't make you wait to punish you. He makes you wait to prepare you. For months, I lived in the shadows of a world that didn't see me. I felt like a blind man in my own life. There is an ancient parable of the blind men and the elephant that perfectly describes how we feel when we are suffering. In the story, a group of blind men encounter an elephant for the first time. One touches the trunk and thinks it's a snake. Another touches the tusk and thinks it's a spear. A third touches the side and is convinced it's a wall. During my time on the streets, I was just like those men. I could only feel the part of my life that was hard and sharp like a spear or rough like a wall. I was trapped in my limited subjective experience of pain. I couldn't see the whole elephant, the grand, majestic plan God had for my future. I claimed my struggle was the absolute truth, ignoring that this was just one small part of a much larger journey. The hunger I felt wasn't just in my stomach, it was in my soul. I was called a failure by everyone who knew me. I felt invisible. But in that darkness, I discovered something powerful, the pedagogy of vulnerability. I realized that my vulnerability wasn't a weakness, it was a way to empower myself and create an environment of mutual openness. I had to stop pretending I was okay and start being honest with my struggle. I spent my days in the public library to stay warm. One afternoon, I picked up a book of fables and read about the lion and the mouse. In the story, a powerful lion spares a tiny mouse. Later, when that same lion is trapped in a hunter's net, it is the weak mouse who chews through the ropes and sets him free. This story hit me like a lightning bolt. It taught me that definitions of meek and might are simply a matter of perspective. Even in my broken state, I had a strength that the world hadn't tested yet. I realized that my waiting season was actually my rooting season. I decided to change my mindset. I stopped focusing on what I lacked and started focusing on how I could serve. I started offering to clean the library's windows for free. I helped an elderly woman carry her bags. I realized that when we share our stories and our struggles, we break down biases and foster a more inclusive, empathetic mindset. Eventually, I landed a job as a night janitor at a major tech firm. I worked harder than anyone else because I knew the cost of failure. One night at 2 a.m., the CEO of the company found me in the break room. I wasn't sleeping. I was using an old laptop I had saved for months to buy, teaching myself how to code. He didn't see a janitor. He saw a man whose waiting season had tempered him into steel. Because I had been open about my journey, because I practiced that pedagogy of vulnerability, he felt a connection to my story. He told me, "Elias, many people have talent, but few have the resilience that only the darkness can teach you." He gave me a chance, not out of pity, but because he recognized the hero that had been forged in the waiting. Today, I am no longer on that cardboard box. I am a lead developer at that very same firm. I have realized that my breakthrough didn't happen despite the wait. It happened because of it. The wait developed my active listening, my discipline, and my ability to collaborate, skills I never would have learned if life had been easy. If you are waiting right now, remember the words of the poet Rumi. The eye of the sea is one thing, and the foam another. Let the foam go and gaze with the eye of the sea. Your current struggle, your poverty, your loneliness, that is just the foam on the surface. It is temporary, it is shifting, but the sea, the deeper reality of your life and God's purpose for you is constant and vast. We are often like boats dashing together in the dark. Our eyes are darkened, yet we are in clear water. Rumi said that if each of us had a candle and we went in together, the differences and the darkness would disappear. My candle is this story. I am holding it out to you to show you that the blind man can eventually see the whole elephant. God makes you wait because a massive breakthrough requires a massive foundation. He is building your roots so deep that when your success finally comes, no storm will ever be able to move you. Do not judge the book of your life by the chapter you are currently in. Patience takes time, but it is the secret where 99% of people quit. Don't be part of that 99%. Be the one who waits, the one who grows, and the one who eventually rises from homeless to hero. Your story isn't over. Your biggest breakthrough is just on the other side of this wait. Keep going.